Hello, Scorpios, my fellow Scorps. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to go ahead and do a mid-month update here. A lot of you asked for me to do a mid-month update about love. So here it is by popular demand. Those of you who watched the January love reading for Scorpio, the one I did at the beginning of the month, we got a lot of messages about somebody coming in really hot and really fast for Scorpio. Some really major, steamy soulmate action, I guess is what I want to say. And maybe that happened for some of you, maybe it didn't. I'm a Scorpio, and I know I had people falling out of the woodwork, people I thought I'd never hear from again. So it's been interesting for me, guys, but I am married to my work right now, so I don't have time for that. Let's see what's happening, though. Let's see what's happening with you guys. Let's see what's going on with all the other Scorpios out there, and what the energy here is for you all in love mid-month January. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull 5 cards. The cards are kind of getting stuck while I'm shuffling. When that happens, it's the energy in the cards. Some of you are having a hard time making a decision about something. Some of you are a little bit torn. Maybe you're torn about letting somebody in or not. But we'll see what the cards have to say. After we look at these cards, I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck for advice for Scorpios or those involved with Scorpios in the month of January. I think I had the deck upside down. I don't read reversals, guys. So you have Two of Cups. So Two of Cups is, I feel like for those of you who have had that person kind of pop up, or somebody really trying to blow up your phone or trying to get to know you, they are interested in having some kind of to me, when I see Two of Cups, it's like closure. It's like not necessarily closure, but like getting over a disagreement, or clearing the energy, or clearing the air. So this person may or may not be your type anymore, and you may not want to be with this person, but it's very important to this person that you all be on good terms. So when I see Two of Cups, it lets me know, Scorpio, that you're coming into an energy where you're really respecting yourself, and you are teaching others how to treat you, and you're coming out of the codependent relationships, you're coming out of the drama, the toxic stuff, and so you're coming into an energy where, like, you're overcoming disagreements in a very, very grown-up, mature, adult way. And for some of you, this is like you're coming into union with a significant soulmate. Bear in mind, guys, this is a general reading, so the energies are going to apply in different ways depending on where you are on your life path, on your life journey, also what other planets are in your chart, okay? So for some of you, this is it. This is for real, like the first time in a long time, a real healthy relationship. Somebody who's legit, somebody who's being sincere, somebody who means business, somebody who's looking for long term. Two of Cups is a very positive card when it comes into love. And to me, it's that healed love. Like, congratulations, you've done your work. You've come out of that, bleeding, broken-hearted energy, and you're healed, and you're ready for some real strong, healthy, grown-up, adult, mature love. Queen of Wands. And to me, when I see Queen of Wands, this is taking back your power. For some of you, you may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you may have fire somewhere in your chart, so you're coming into this energy, guys. But what I'm hearing intuitively for a lot of you, it's like I feel this person is wanting you because they're seeing how confident you've become since whatever happened, since you all maybe got to know each other or first met. This person has watched you grow, and has watched you grow into a very sexy, fierce individual. Whether you are male or female, this person has watched you grow into something that they are very in awe of, that they want to be near, or they want to be close to. The thing about Queen of Fire, guys, is she's a self-made woman. Everything she has worked for. Nobody has handed it to her, okay? She's very sexy, she's funny, she's independent, she has a good heart. She doesn't forget where she came from. She doesn't forget how hard she's worked or how she's struggled, and she's good to others. Like, as she comes up, she tries to bring her people up with her. So this would be like somebody who had some good luck or good fortune, and maybe they want to help out family or they want to help out friends where they can without breaking the bank. Like, this can be a very generous person. And so I think, Scorpio, that this person has seen you grow into this Queen of Wands and feels like you handled whatever happened between you all super classy. Like, I think maybe they were expecting you to, like, go out and trash them or say bad stuff about them or, like, spread rumors, and you didn't do any of that. You were like, you know what? Life is short. I'm not going to depend on you. I'm going to do me. I'm going to handle business. And this brought out this whole energy. Not just this person from the past, people around you now are looking at you like, wow, like, it's sexy. You have a very sexy confidence. Like, you're powerful right now, okay? So you're really coming into this really strong energy of just knowing your worth, being confident about you, and it's attracting people to you. I feel like some of you Scorpios, you're even kind of laughing to yourself because you're like, man, I used to be spending so much time in the salon or at the gym, or I was always making sure my makeup or my clothes or my nails were on point, and now you're just going to the grocery store in your sweatpants and you've got people trying to talk to you and your hair's just like whatever, and you're like, what in the heck is happening here? Like, you're finding that all of a sudden you've become more magnetic or more attractive just by kind of being fed up. Like, you're just kind of like, now that you're over it, you don't care about impressing anybody and you're just doing you. Now all of a sudden people want you. And so that's a refreshing change, I think, for a lot of you Scorpios. Next, here we have Ace of Cups. Okay, guys. So this is really healthy love energy, okay? So for those of you who had somebody come up from the past, and I had several. I had more than one. I'm a Scorpio sun, Taurus moon, Libra rising. I had more than one person from the past show up. And I'm not even, guys, I'm not a partier. I mean, these were people that it was like ghosts had come from the past. I was like, what in the heck? So these were not people I was interested in. I wasn't trying it. I didn't want it. Like, I did not want it. But it tied up some loose ends. It cleared energy. And I got to say my piece. And I got to say, you know, you kind of have a lot of nerve, you know, like, you're resurfacing after everything, you know. So for some of you, you are having a similar experience right now. Like, maybe you and me, like, we're going through the same energy or the same kind of cycle at this time. But as you're clearing that out, you're opening up room for Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is like that forever love. Ace of Cups is somebody that you can depend on, somebody that's gonna, like, satisfy your emotions. Maybe you were in a cycle where your partners in the past were not emotionally available, or they were afraid of their feelings, so they did this stupid little hot and cold thing with you where things got really heated and you felt, wow, this is going somewhere, and then they would kind of pull away or, you know, hit the brakes, and it was just this really, you know, start, stop energy, and you're like, nope, I'm done, don't want it, no thank you. So by taking that stance with the universe, you've put in your order that this is what I want. I want fulfillment. I want to feel joy. I want to be with a partner where I'm learning and growing, but instead of learning and growing from them hurting me, I'm learning and growing from, like, positive experiences where instead of saying, universe, please, this hurts too much, no more of this, I never want to feel this heartbreak again, please no more. Instead of putting that out there, you're coming into the energy where you're saying, wow, this feels amazing. Yes, please, universe, please, more of this. I love this. This is great. Thank you. More, please. So you're putting out, you're learning in that way instead. You're shifting your energy into joy, Instead of learning from pain, you're learning from joy, and you're calling in or you're attracting the partner that you're going to learn with joy from. I feel some of you Scorpios are super excited because you've been on this path where you've been trying to develop spiritually, and now all of a sudden you have this partner coming in who's totally like open to it. You know, even if they're not like, you know, busting out the crystals with you and meditating with you, like they're supportive. They're supportive that you have something that speaks to you. They're supportive that it's something that makes you happy. They don't think you're a nut job. They don't think you're a weirdo. Even if it's not their thing, they're like, hey, this is really cool. And I think it's kind of cute that you do this. Some of you are like, no, no, no. Like this person's like in tune and we meditate together or we're getting into crystals and stuff together or whatever it is. I just feel a lot of you Scorpios feel like you've called in somebody that they can really totally 100% handle you, because Scorpios, we can be intense with our emotions and we can get really deep. So for a Scorpio to be with someone who can't give that full Ace of Cups, that full emotion, it doesn't fly with us. And so I think a lot of you Scorpios for a long time were struggling with that. And now like it's coming in. Like that cup is going to be overflowing. You are calling that in, my lovelies. Four of Pentacles. So as this is happening, negative ego might be creeping up in your head and might be kind of scaring you a little bit. Like, oh, guys, be careful. Like, something is going to go wrong. Something always goes wrong. You might be tempted to start putting your walls up, Scorpio. Like, you've been wanting so long for somebody who isn't going to have walls, and now somebody's coming up in front of you and they're putting down, you know, their walls, and that might make you feel all of a sudden like, oh, this is too good to be true, and you might be tempted to put up your walls. And so this is asking you to just kind of try to relax. Try to let yourself feel. Try to let yourself let this person in or let this experience in. Some of you are so busy focusing on yourself and focusing on your financial goals that even though you are open to love or you're wanting love, you're not making room for love in your life. And this is saying, look, your energy right now is manifesting this, but it can't come in if you don't open the door. And the way you're going to open the door is by getting out, by allowing yourself to interact and to socialize with others. You don't have to go to the bar or the club scene. You know, that's not a thing for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people aren't into bars or clubs. You don't have to go out and like party. You don't have to go out and like rage or whatever they call it these days. You can do things just simply. You can take a class or a workshop that's interesting to you. You can go to a museum. You can check out meetups in your area. You can, you know, go to like a local place to go hiking where it's safe. Please be safe if you're going hiking, guys. Don't go out into the, just be safe. Don't like go wandering off into like dangerous areas. But, you know, just whatever. Like, if you know there's a place in your area where people go or hang out or people go for walks or, like, it's safe and there's other people around, you know, whatever it might be, you know, it's just something that interests you, something that resonates with you. You gotta let people in, because I feel that as this is happening, a lot of you are very tempted to just close yourself up again. It's like, oh, I want to go run and hide. Try not to get into that energy. Three of Swords, guys. Three of Swords. So, some of you are sad or you are reliving a past pain, right? And I think for some of you, as this person is coming in with this full cup, you are remembering an old love, or you're remembering ways in the past in which your love life didn't work out the way that you had hoped. That you may still have feelings for somebody, or you may feel like, I'm really not ready. I thought I was ready, but now that this person is showing up, I have to release something. This doesn't necessarily mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio, I don't feel like every single one of you are coming into a heartache. You know, there might be some of you where you have this new experience, and maybe it's not going the way that you hoped or as fast as you hoped. And maybe for some of you, there could be sadness or heartache there. But I feel for more of you, this is just kind of more about, you know, especially since this came up, Four of Pentacles, a lot of you are becoming very afraid. It's like what you asked for is finally here. The relationship you asked for is finally here. But you're realizing that you're scared. You're realizing that you're afraid to let this person in. Scorpio, some of you are realizing that you have commitment issues. And I know some of you may get mad at me and be like, no, I don't have commitment issues. Other people that come into my life have commitment issues. But we have to be honest, guys. Like attracts like. You know, and I'm not saying if you've had bad people in your life, then you're a bad person. But for example, if you had a really abusive person in your life, it could have been because you had gone through a lot of trauma and you hadn't cleared that trauma yet. So that abuser kind of sniffed you out and felt you were a victim and felt that maybe you would take it. But then you had that experience and you learned, you know what? I'm not going to be a victim. This isn't going to happen. This isn't okay. And you healed from that, right? Like a lot of you maybe have had those experiences and you healed from that. And now you go through life and you're like, nope, not putting up with the abuse. It's not going to happen. I'm not a victim. So some of you are coming into this brokenheartedness, this fear of getting hurt, okay? And so some of you maybe have been afraid to get hurt, and so you've attracted other people who are afraid to get hurt, and there was like this fear of commitment both ways. And now you are trying to clear this because look, the universe is trying to offer you this. The universe wants to offer you this. The last few little spider webs need to get cleared out because you've done so much healing. You've done so much healing. And now the negative ego is trying to freak you out or scare you and tell you that you can't have this relationship. Okay? But you are your own, designer of your future. And so Scorpio, especially the next 6 months, is going to be really, really crucial with manifesting and what we're calling into our life because of the new moon that we had, the partial solar eclipse we just had, and the lunar eclipse that's coming up in the near future. So I will have a link to a video describing or explaining some of that in the description of this video. But the next 6 months, the energies are very powerful. And this is the time to strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. So there's something here from the past that you're having to release. And you're having to give this future a chance. Okay, give the present a chance to become the future. Let's see what advice is coming in here for Scorpios. Oops, I don't want to set my cards on fire. Let's see what advice is coming in here for Scorpios. Or anybody dealing with Scorpios in the area of love in the month of January. Divine timing. So I think that sadness that you guys are feeling is that the relationship or this person who's coming in is not ready to move as quickly as you would like. You might feel like, here's my connection, everything is really going well, but this person isn't really giving me a solid time frame or a very solid thing of what they're looking for the future. So you may be feeling 3 of Swords because of that. You might feel like this person is not moving as fast as I want them to move. And this is saying that there's things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. Divine timing is at work in your love life, and it's worth waiting for. Okay, you might have to go a little bit slow here with this person, but all in all, this, is gonna work out, right? It's just gonna require some time. It could be that this person's going through a lot of healing, right? And like they want to be with you, but like they have to get their ducks in a row, okay? They got to get things established, but it's there. Another piece of advice for you, Scorpio, because Scorpios can be very deep emotionally and they can be very intense. And since you have this Ace of Cups energy here and this feels like this is really, yes, please, more of this. And I'm really loving this person and I want to know where it's going to go and I want to lock them down. As Scorpios, you could be very tempted to want to have a very deep conversation with this person. You may be very tempted to, nitpick their brain and really get down into like analyzing their feelings. What are they feeling? And you may have a lot of questions you want to ask because you want to get to the bottom of what's going on here. Chances are you're going to scare this person if you do that. Playfulness, to me, anytime I see the playfulness card, it doesn't mean to just willy-nilly, go and be reckless. when I see the playfulness card, it's telling me that you're dealing with a person who will open up to you and sing like a friggin' canary if they feel comfortable and like you all are like meshing together. And this person is going to do this through like play, like feeling close with you, being in that lighthearted energy. That's what's going to make them feel comfortable. Like they can hang out with you, they can laugh, they can be silly, and then they're going to start opening up, and then they're going to start telling you things without you even having to ask. Okay? It's going to be so much easier, Scorpio. You don't have to interrogate. You can put the polygraph machine away. You can, you don't have to go through like cyber stalking or spying. This person will open up and sing like a canary, okay? But they need to like be in that playful energy with you and feel comfortable with you, and they will open up in ways that you can't even imagine. All right, check out your moon sign and rising sign video. That's going to add more information for you. And also, you might need a private reading. I'm super excited to announce there's a easier, fast way to schedule your readings, and hopefully it's going to speed up the turnaround time so that people don't have to wait as long to get their readings back. And I will have a link for that in the description as well if you would like a private reading, guys. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. All of that helps me. It helps the video get passed through YouTube so other people can see it as well. And I just thank you for letting me be part of your journey. Don't forget to check out the weekly readings, guys, that are for like money, work, family. I don't just do love readings. Every week I do a general reading for each zodiac sign, so check that out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.